Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing on this Thursday afternoon, y'all? I'm sorry, not Thursday afternoon, Thursday morning, honey. It's so early. I'm thinking it's afternoon and it's still morning, honey. So, everybody's gone and it's just you and I. Just me and y'all YouTubers out there, honey. So, I got that hot topic coming up right now here, and it's about rules when you break up and you have children, honey. Here. Now, I don't care why y'all broke up, okay? It doesn't matter. There's no, well, it depends on why you broke up, okay? If you broke up because you couldn't get along and he went his way and you went your way and it was mutual, even if it wasn't a mutual agreement, if you broke up because he was cheating on you and you caught him and blah, 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 you put him out, it doesn't matter, honey. If he left you for another woman, regardless of why y'all broke up, honey, that has nothing to do with the children so far as rule number one. Don't keep him from his children, okay? Just because you mad or you hurt or you bitter, okay? Allow him to have a relationship with his children. It's bad enough you and him couldn't keep it together. Don't mess up the relationship between dad and his children, especially if he want to have a relationship with his children, honey. So many men out here that's gone and don't look back for the children or nothing, honey. So if you got a man, I don't care if he cheated on you or left you for another woman. If he look back for his children, honey, let him get his children, honey. Because it's important for dads to be in the children's lives. If they can't live in the home, the best thing that they can do is have an outside relationship with their dad. So don't keep the children from them, honey. Don't use the children as pawns, honey. That is not right. It's not fair to the children because children love mommy and daddy no matter what happened. And there's nothing you can do about that. So let's move on, honey. If he calls and want to talk to his children, don't hassle and harass him over the phone. Just hand the phone over to the children, honey, if they're old enough to talk. Don't be all in the background cussing and fussing and acting a fool, honey. Just let the man talk to his children. And again, if he's willing to call or come and see his kids or get his children, let him. There's so many men that don't even try to reach out to their children. So if you have one that's trying to reach out to the children, I don't care how he was to you in the relationship. I'm talking about him and the children, okay? You are a non-factor, honey. If y'all are broke up, leave it alone, boo. You are a non-factor. Now it's about the children. So, do not. Now I have some things written down so I can remember it, y'all. Don't fuss with dad around the children. When he come pick his kids up, honey, whatever you got to say, you need to either send an email, a text message, or if y'all, a cordial over the phone, have that conversation over the phone. However y'all communication works, okay? Definitely don't try to make it work in front of the kids. When he come to pick up his children, it should be just as quiet as it was before he came. If it was quiet at all. I don't know what's going on in your household, honey. But all I'm saying is when he come pick up them children, it should be a happy medium. Here, you send the children off. Y'all have a nice time. Y'all have a good weekend. Mommy love you. Goodbye. Don't do all that fussing and cussing and acting a fool in front of the children when he come pick his kids up, honey. You better understand, honey. But there are rules, honey, and boundaries, honey. Okay. Don't talk bad about dad around the children. Okay. Like I told y'all before, children love daddy, okay? Especially little girls. No matter what you say, honey, they love their daddy, okay? So it doesn't matter how bad you talk about them. Basically, you're going to make your children be resentful towards you, okay? Because they're going to look at you like, why you treat daddy so bad? No wonder he left you and stuff like that. That's what children are going to start to think. Especially if you and dad broke up and you then moved on to a new relationship and they see you cussing and fussing and fighting with the new man, they gonna start to look at you like, well, dad, no wonder daddy left. You never know, honey. So just let's keep it straight, honey. Don't talk about dad around them children, honey. If you can't get along, honey, and you can't talk over the phone without cussing and acting a fool, it's so much social media out there now, y'all. It's so many ways to communicate. So if you can't verbally communicate and get along, try email, text. It's all kinds of ways. Instagram, Twitter, whatever you're going to do. Facebook, I don't know. Facebook as far as PMs, okay? We ain't talking about Facebook putting all your business up on the wall. I'm talking about if you got to do private messages directly to him on Facebook or email, however y'all did. But if you can't get along and talk sensibly over the phone, there are other ways, and you need to utilize those other ways. And also, don't worry about what that man is doing in his life, honey. If it does not affect your children, stay out of it, boo. If he got a new woman, that is not none of your business. The only thing you need to be concerned about is whether or not, she's going to treat your children right. And if you trusted him enough to lay down and have a baby with him, honey, then you need to trust him enough that he won't have some crazy woman around his children that's going to hurt or harm them, honey. Okay? So stay out that business, honey. You do not need to get to know her before the children can be around her, honey. Because when you get yourself a man, Daddy don't get a chance to look and see what's going on and do an investigation and make sure everything is good. You just go ahead on and start a new relationship, honey. So why you think you got to evaluate what he doing? Stay out of it, boo. It ain't none of your business, honey. Only request you should have is make sure that they treat my children right. Moving on, boo. Now, let's see. And let's see. Oh, and all this stuff about if you got little girls, honey. I don't want that bee doing my daughter's hair. I don't want this. I don't want that. Let me tell you something, honey. If the baby girl come to the home, okay, girlfriend gonna do her hair if it need to be done, honey. She not gonna let that child go all weekend, honey. They going out and they doing stuff and the child hair looking a mess just because you said, I don't want that bee to touch my daughter's hair. Now, there's a solution to that problem, honey. If you really have a problem with her putting her hands in your child's head and all that stuff, just braid your child's hair tied up, boo. That way, old girl ain't got to touch your daughter's hair, honey. So, there is a solution to the problem, honey. Don't be talking about, I don't want her touching my daughter's hair. Honey, you need to cut it out here. Moving right along. Now, also, I hear a lot of women talking about, well, she don't have nothing to do with this. And they talking about the man's girlfriend or his wife. This is between you and me and blah, 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 blah. For instance, if y'all got a court date coming up for whatever reason, custody, visitation issues, whatever, and you having a fit because you don't want his wife in court, okay? Boo, let's keep it moving here. You go to court and focus on what you're supposed to be focusing on. Don't worry about whether his woman is in the sitting back, on the benches. It's 100 people in the courtroom, honey, that you do not know that's going to sit there and listen to your business. Why are you worrying about whether his wife is one of those 100 people here? All those people, strangers. His wife know more about your business than they did. But you don't mind them coming to court. Well, they're probably there for their own business, but they're going to hear your case before theirs come up. So if you got all these strangers listening to your case, why are you tripping because his wife or his girlfriend is listening? It's a public arena, honey. You don't just go in the courtroom and it's you, the judge, and him, honey. Y'all are not married, so it's not a private, a totally private affair, okay? And even if you are married, when you go to court, it's other people waiting for cases. You don't get to sit in there alone and discuss your case, honey, okay? So if you got all these other people in the courtroom and you're not having an issue with them being there, but yet you tripping because his wife is sitting out there, honey, you need to really get over it, boo. Okay? Wife gonna be there here to support her man. Don't worry about wife, girlfriend, and all those strangers being out there in the courtroom here, public arena, boo. So let's just keep it moving. Okay, now, also, honey. Now, if you don't have kids together, okay, wonderful, honey. You can just cut your losses and keep it moving, honey. But there are rules to that, too, when you break up and you don't have no children, honey. Don't be calling his house and cussing and fussing. If it's over, boo. Don't be trying to get in touch with his new woman and call yourself going to run down some history here. Boo, leave it alone here, because see what happened when you and him was together might not happen when he with the next girl. You see what I'm saying? Every circumstance is different. He might have did what he did to you for whatever reason. I don't know the details, but you know the details. Okay, so now he might have did what he did to you for whatever reason. The next woman might be totally different. He might not ever do that to her. Okay, so one woman's trash is another woman's treasure, honey. So whatever sorry ass that he was with you, he might not be with her, honey. So don't be running down the history notes of your relationship trying to get him to break up or trying to get the girl to not even deal with him. Okay, you need to leave that alone, boo, and keep it moving, honey. You can't move forward if you keep looking backwards, boo. So keep it moving here. And, find yourself a nice man at some point so that your kids can have a role model in the home. That it's fine that they have dad's not in the home. If they can get a role model, biological or not, as long as he's a good role model for your son and for your daughter, then keep it moving, honey. Don't you be the role model that's having men in and out here. You see what I'm saying? You got all these different men because you're trying to find a man because you still messed up about the loss of the last man. Okay, so daddy done left you for her. Daddy still with her years later and marry her, boo. And how many you done had? Boo, you not setting a good example for your daughter, honey, or your son. So don't stretch yourself thin, honey, trying to, find the right one. So you got all these different men you sleeping with and bringing up in your household. Your daughter seeing you with all these different men. That is not good, honey. Don't do that, boo. Don't destroy his stuff. Okay? If it's over, let him take his stuff and whatever is still left in the house, because you always going to have some stuff left in the house. Just pack it up, honey, and send it on to him, honey, so he ain't even got to come back to the house. Don't ever go backwards, okay? It's over. Don't be coming back trying to dip and dab with him. Oh, he got a new girl. Oh, yeah, I'm going to try to sleep with him because I'm going to let her know, yeah, he's still dipping here. First of all, you think you're doing something by dipping back and thinking, oh, this is good information for his new girl, his wife. Boo, you only destroying yourself, okay? You are allowing him to use your body, okay? Just so that you can tell her, oh, yeah, he slept with me after he was with you. Really, boo? So you going to make yourself out of a hoe and set a bad example for your children? Trying to get back at him? Really? It's that deep? Oh, he was that wonderful, honey? Oh, no. That ain't even what's happening, boo. So anyway. And also, let's see what else. Oh, one more thing that I have on my little list, y'all. Don't defame his character. Okay? If you out in the street and you see mutual friends that y'all both know together, okay, the friend might not even know what's going on. And they might know that y'all broke up, but they don't know all the ins and outs. And only say, oh, yeah, I saw so-and-so. He looked really nice, blah, blah, blah. And here you go. No, he don't, and blah, blah, blah. He this and he that. Honey, really? Okay, really? Leave it alone, boo. If they say, oh, I saw so-and-so, oh, okay, that's nice. Well, anyway, how you doing? Let's just skip the subject, okay? We ain't even going to discuss him, okay? And if you do choose to discuss him, don't defame his character, boo, okay? Because you done had babies by him. You done spent all these years with him. And now, all of a sudden, he this, that, and the other. Boo. Leave it alone. Move on, honey. Rules and boundaries, honey. Don't cross them here. Follow the rules, honey. It's better for the children to see y'all getting along. And my girl, Miss Barbara, you know who you are. Let me give a shout out to her, honey, because she sent me a little note, a little comment on one of my videos. And it says, children are better off with one happy parent than they are with two miserable parents. So holla at Miss Barbara, honey. Honey, that was a wonderful statement. I love it, and I thank you for that. And I'm sharing it with y'all, honey. Children are happier with one happy parent than they are with two miserable parents. And I have a saying myself, okay? Children would rather come from a broken home than to live in one, honey. So with that, this session, this hot topic, honey, rules and boundaries is over, honey. And I want y'all to have a wonderful Thursday morning, honey, October the 10th. I will come back at y'all later, y'all. Here, I might have a poem for y'all. I don't know, boo. But we're going to keep it moving here. So y'all have a good morning, honey. And those of you in school, Learn all you can learn, boo. It is important. Get that education, honey. All right, y'all. Goodbye, honey. And I will see you on the next video.